Hello and happy Monday. I know it's not typical. We don't think of Mondays as happy, but today I woke up and I'm like, no, we're going to do a video this week. We're going to do both videos. We're going to record them. We're going to send out messages from spirit, messages, intuitive insights, whatever it is that's going to help uplift you and share what I've learned to empower you and help you understand yourself even better. So, first thing I want to do this week is to pull a card and tune into what that could mean for you and what you might want to know. I am a spiritual teacher, healer, and a speaker. So I am kind of merging all of those aspects together. And, within this group, within the Empath Evolution, um, my intention is to serve. So if you have questions, concerns, thoughts, empath, whatever you think that definition is, really the person that I'm working with is the open-minded, heart-centered person who recognizes there is some kind of an emotional struggle. There's some kind of a spiritual calling to you. There's something calling for you to learn, for you to see, for you to overcome. So when that is the case, I am the right person to help you. And, take a listen to the vibration, listen to the voice, tune in. And what I do is help you clear the muck, help you see the blind spots, shine you all up. There you go. Now live it this way. Do it this way going forward. So that's one of the things. And I wanted to mention, I don't know how many of you will listen to this afterwards, but I have a limited time offer. I'm doing an empowerment circle and I'm looking for 2 other people. It's a group. It's a group of 3 plus me over 3 weeks. So 3 Thursday evenings. If you don't, if you want to know more, message me. That's just perfectly fine. I'm not sure how long I'm going to do these circles for. It's just a short-term thing that I'm trying out to see in the interim between here and when I start my program in May. So give that some thought. In the meantime, let me grab a card for this week. All right. And we'll go from there. Right. Ooh. Gosh, geez. So, can you see this? Hold on, let me put this a certain way. It's a beautiful gold, yellow gold, orange, right? Like a mandala effect in there. It's interesting. It's got lots of different squares so it kind of softens the look of the mandala. But it says denial. What are you? This is about denial. What are we denying within our own lives? What are we denying ourselves? All right. So sometimes we deny Why do we deny? We deny because we're afraid. Because if we actually knew something to be true, then we would have a hard time living with it. If we actually don't think we need something or don't think we want something, we deny it, then it's okay, right? The moment we want for something, the moment we see something, the moment we spotlight something, the moment we acknowledge something, we can't deny it anymore. So denial is what we do when we want to run away. We deny it. We don't do it on purpose, my friends. We do not ever do any of this on purpose. But it's important to know that what you deny doesn't go away. It's there. It remains there. It's just hidden. It's hidden. So it says on the bottom of it, I acknowledge my fear, but I replace it with the insight of awareness. So the question is, what are you afraid? What are you afraid to know? What are you afraid to acknowledge? Right? What are you afraid to say? We just follow that along, and you might, oh no, I'm not, that's not me. That's not me. What are you denying? What you deny holds you back. The more you can come face to face with what truth is for you, truth, and not be afraid of the truth, whether it's good or bad, it doesn't even matter. What is the truth? I'm sad. What is the truth? I'm lonely. What is the truth? I feel like a failure. What is the truth? I'm loving my life. What is the truth? The truth will set you free in any situation. So this goes back to feelings, which is my topic. We need to know our feelings. It's not easy to know what they are. The more you step into it, the more you will be shown what your feelings really are. The more it's okay to speak your feelings, not to shame another person, not to shame yourself, but to just, and when you hear yourself in that space, certainly be your best bud. Listen to what that is saying to you. Listen with an open heart, like you would your child who was angry or upset or whatnot. All right. So we should never deny what we want, what we need, what we feel. I'm not saying that we're right. I'm not saying that we're wrong. People are always shaming others. We shame ourselves for it, but stop denying it. Because the moment you acknowledge something, I feel this way. I don't want that. I want this other thing, but I feel this way. Like the more you go into it and you allow that thing that feels like to you to rise up, it won't take you over. It's just an emotion. It's just a feeling. It's something that needs to bubble to the surface. And sometimes things don't bubble to the surface nice. Sometimes things bubble to the surface like a slam. Like I just can't take this anymore. I need to say this, right? So the more consciously you incorporate this awareness into your life, into how you engage life, the better your life will become, because nothing will be hidden. Nothing will be hidden. Nothing will be shaming you. All right? You will be afraid of nothing. Nothing. You won't be afraid. So the answer to your question is sit down. What are you afraid of? What are you ashamed of? Write those things down. And then I can give you steps on what to do with that. Because it takes some coaching, some moving through it. You could do it on your own. I'm not saying you can't, but I'm saying a little bit of help goes a long way. All right. So if you're ready, get a hold of me. There's that. And I'm going to leave that with you because this was enough of something to spotlight for you. And happy Monday. Happy Monday, Spirit. And you're being asked to look at things that you deny. Things that are important, but you deny. Things you haven't said because you deny yourself the right to say them. You don't think they're true, because once you see something as true, once you see it, it's very hard to avoid taking action on it. It's very hard. Once you see your pain and you acknowledge your pain, it's very hard not to move through it to a solution. So we deny. So we hold ourselves back. No. You find the people near you that support you, that love you, that can help you move through this. It could be me, it could be somebody else, but stop the denial. There's no reason for it unless you like being there. And sometimes, we're not ready for anything more, so we rather stay in denial. And so I want to add this too. Sometimes we think we're denying something too. Like we see something as bad. Like we see, okay, I have to move through, if I acknowledge this with my husband, we might end up getting divorced. Like the story behind that, I still want to get divorced. Let me just keep this in the closet. Let me just keep this under wraps. I don't want to bring this up. My friends, that is not the way it needs to go. Your stories are not necessarily true. They're your perception of what's going to happen. All right? And that keeps you in denial. Your perception, I'm gonna fall off the cliff. Let's keep that under wraps. Let's keep denying it, right? We're afraid to step forward through something. But let me tell you, it doesn't need the stories we tell ourselves, the things we think about ourselves are not always true. We do not have a crystal ball to know how things are going to land. If you have the right support and the right state of mind, when you open the door and you look at something, it's not going to topple you over. It's not going to kill you. It's going to be perfectly fine. It doesn't mean doom and gloom on the other end. It means you're moving through something that needs to be moved through, and you can actually do that gracefully. Okay? So trust in that. Trust in that. Because the opposite of staying, of moving through something is keeping it the way that it is and shutting the door on it. And the more you keep shutting the door on your own growth and things that are empowering to you and things that are inviting you to be cleared, are trying to rise to the surface, your soul feels squashed, feels unheard, feels heavy. Then there's regret, then there's shame, then there's, so stop, okay? With that, I will say my goodbyes. Have yourself a great week.